Hello. Yeah. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to today's reflection. If you are watching me live, you are welcome. If you are here live, welcome. If you're watching the replay, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I am glad that you are here. Okay. Before we do anything, let's allow ourselves to arrive slowly. Let's allow ourselves to arrive slowly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful occasion. If you're watching live, you're welcome. If you are watching this as a replay, welcome. This space doesn't depend on being live. It meets you wherever you are. Yeah. You are free as usual. As I usually say, you are free to pause, step away, or listen quietly. There's nothing to catch up on. Yes, nothing to catch up on. Let's arrive gently, slowly as we can. There's no need to settle quickly. No need to feel ready. You don't need to be comfortable. You don't need to feel calm. You just arrive exactly as you are. Arrive exactly as you are. Oh yeah. Arrive exactly as you are. Oh yeah. Welcome. Sorry about that. So before we begin, let's take a slow breath together. A slow breath together. As many as you can take. Let's go. slow breaths together. As many as you can take. Okay. And then let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Nothing needs to change in this moment. Nothing needs to improve. Nothing needs to improve. Nothing needs to change at this moment. All right. This is a space where you don't need relief. You don't need answers. You don't need resolution. You don't need any of those. So today we are sitting with discomfort. We are sitting with discomfort. Okay. Not facing it, not analyzing it, not trying to move past it, but just staying. Yeah, just staying. Just staying. So we're going to take it bit by bit, as usual. We're going to take it bit by bit. Okay? Discomfort often triggers movement. We shift, we distract, we explain. That is what it brings about. So when we talk about staying with discomfort, it triggers. We shift, we distract, we explain, because discomfort often triggers movement. It triggers movement. There's an instinct to get away from it. There is that instinct to get away from it, to scroll, to plan, to problem solve, and oftentimes to reassure ourselves quickly. To reassure ourselves quickly. There is that instinct to get away from that discomfort, staying with discomfort. There is that instinct to get away from it, to scroll, to plan, to solve problem, to reassure ourselves quickly. We do all those stuff. The instinct, mind you, the instinct is not a failure. It's protective. That is what it is. It's not a failure. It is protective. Our system learns at some point that discomfort needed to be managed. That is what our system has learned. That this discomfort needed to be managed. So we try to plan to solve it, to reassure ourselves quickly about that. So when discomfort appears, movement feel like safety. That discomfort appears, so trying to move away from it feel as that is the best thing to do. It's safety for us. But sometimes moving away keep the discomfort active. It makes it active. It keep it active. While trying to move away from it, it become more active. Not because we're doing something wrong. No. But because we never let it settle. It's not like we're doing something wrong. No. It is because we never let it settle. One thing we should know is staying with discomfort doesn't makes one enjoying it. Yeah, staying with discomfort doesn't mean enjoying it. It just means not abandoning yourself while it's present. Not abandoning yourself when it's present, rather while it's present. Let yourself notice that urge to move away without finding it. Let yourself notice the urge to move away without allowing it. Just notice. Let yourself notice that the urge to move away without allowing it. Just notice. So that is all about our instinct to leave discomfort. So the next part we're going to talk about now is when discomfort feel like danger. When discomfort feel like danger. Discomfort can feel like danger. It can feel like threatening. Yes. It, it can feel like something bad is about to happen. Something bad is about to happen, like we won't be able to handle it. There's that instinct that we need to escape. That is where how threatening one can feel. You feel like something bad is about to happen, like we won't be able to handle it, so let's escape. But discomfort and danger are not the same thing. They are not. Discomfort is often sensation. It's sensational. Energy, emotion. That is what it's about. Danger is about harm. I'll take that again. Discomfort is often sensation, energy, emotion, while danger is about harm. So for that, discomfort and danger are not the same thing at all. Danger is about harm, while discomfort is often sensation, energy, emotion. So they are two different things. Our nervous system doesn't always know the difference. It responds to unfamiliar sensation as if something is wrong. So our familiar is not know is not used to or does not know the difference between discomfort and danger. So he responded to unfamiliar sensation and makes it look like danger, as if something wrong is about to happen or something bad is happening, as if something is wrong. So staying teaches the body something new, that discomfort can exist without escalation. That nothing terrible happens when we don't rush to face it. But know that this is not exposure, this is not endurance, this is gentleness. If the discomfort feels strong, you don't need to intensify your attention. You can stay nearby, like sitting beside someone, but not staring at them. So when discomfort feels like danger, staying teaches the body something new. So take that. That discomfort can exist without escalation. That nothing terrible happens when we rush to face it. This is not exposure. This is not endurance. It's just gentleness. So if discomfort feels strong, what you could do is you don't need to intensify your action or your attention. You could just stay nearby as if you're sitting beside someone without staring at them. The next one is what staying within that discomfort actually look like. What staying actually look like. Staying with discomfort is very quiet. It does not like effort. It is like allowing your breath to be whatever it is. It looks like noticing sensation without naming it perfectly. It looks like letting the moment unfold without commentary. Just unfold without commentary. You don't need to understand what the discomfort is about. You don't need to trace it back to its source. You don't need to do anything about it. But just stay present. If your mind wanders, that's okay, that is fine. That can happen and it's perfectly okay. If you feel anxious, same, that is okay. It's normal. When we say staying with discomfort, doesn't mean rigid. It is soft, not rigid. It is soft. Just stay present. Your mind can wander away. That's fine. That's making you human. You could feel restless. Perfectly okay. That's make you human. Doesn't mean you have to be rigid. No, it means soft. Because every moment you don't abandon yourself is a form of care. So the next one is letting discomfort move at its own time. Letting discomfort move at its own time. Discomfort often changes when it's allowed, but not always quickly or dramatically. It changes. Sometimes it's soften, sometimes it shifts, sometimes it's simply becoming less sharp. Yeah, let the discomfort move at its own time because most times it changes situation, it changes dimension, it changes When it's allowed, it doesn't change quickly, non drastically or dramatically. Oftentimes, it softens, it shifts. That discomfort can shift or simply become less sharp. And sometimes it stays. And staying doesn't guarantee relief. It only guarantees presence. Funny, isn't it? Sometimes it stays. Staying doesn't guarantee relief, it guarantees presence. So when we stop fighting the experience, we stop adding extra tension to it. Yeah. When we stop fighting that discomfort experience, we stop adding extra tension to it. It's there, it's there. By the time we fight it, we're adding extra more tension to it. Hence, you don't need to mentor. Whether the discomfort is improving, you don't need to check progress. When you are not doing this to get something else, you are doing this to stay connected. Hence, let the discomfort be allowed to have its own rhythm at its own time and pace. So, the next one is staying with yourself. Staying with yourself. At its core, this practice is about staying with yourself. It's about staying with yourself. Not living when things feel uneasy. not rushing to become someone else. Yeah. You are allowed to remain present even when life feels like unresolved. You don't need to feel better to be okay. You don't need to feel better to be okay. You don't need to feel settled to be safe. You don't need to feel settled to be safe. You don't need to feel better to be okay. Having said that, don't see staying as a weakness. Staying is not a weakness, it is trust. You don't see staying as a weakness? No, it is trust. Quiet trust, not the noisy trust. Being honest to yourself, trusting in yourself, quietly and gently, without announcing it. That is what staying with yourself, that is what it's about. At its core, staying with yourself is about staying, you practice staying with yourself. It's not living when things feel uneasy. Remember all this. Not living when things feel uneasy. Anytime things feel uneasy, you live. No. Not pushing to become someone else. Be yourself. Staying with yourself. Stay with yourself. You are allowed to remain present even when life feels unresolved. You don't need to feel better to be okay. Neither do you need to feel settled to be safe. Oh, yeah. And in all this, staying is not weakness, it is trust. That trust that is quiet, that trust that is not noisy. Be honest with yourself. No matter the situation. Our concluding part will be, or is, letting letting this be enough. Letting this be enough. As we come towards the end of this time, I'll need you to notice something gently. Notice something gently. You stay even when your mind wandered. You stay even if this difficult or discomfort remained. You stay. Nothing needed to be solved for this time to matter. Nothing needed to be solved for this thing to matter. Nothing needed to be solved for this time to matter. This time always matters. You don't need to carry anything forward from this. You don't need to carry anything forward from this. No lesson, no insight. You don't need to carry anything forward from this. No lesson, no insight. Just the experience of not living yourself. The experience of not living yourself. Just the experience of not living yourself. So remember at least the conclusion, that is, letting this be enough. Notice something gently. You stay even when your mind wanders, even if discomfort remains. You stay. Nothing needed to be solved for this time to matter. You don't need to carry anything forward from this. No lesson, no insight. Just the experience of not living yourself. I hope it makes sense. Hopefully, you're able to letting this be enough. Be able to stay with discomfort and manage it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for staying. And thanks for watching, play the replay. Look after yourself. Let the rest of the day, let the rest of your day unfold gently. Thank you once more for spending this time here. You don't need to feel different as you let the rest of your day unfold gently. Come back for more. You can always watch the replay, and I do this daily. 8:30, 8:35, 8 o'clock UK time. You don't need to rush. You don't need to settle. You don't need to be here. If you can, that will be fine. You can always watch the replay. I love you and stay blessed. This is your health and wellness princess saying goodbye. Bye for now.